A lot of people talk about follow the money.
Right.
Follow the money.
Right.
AIPAC. Oh my God. What are these Jews doing? What's Israel doing? The Israel lobby. Oh my God. Unbelievable. What's happening right here? Who's doing what? How are they getting all this money? How are they getting all this power? Well, there's a not so little secret, a website called Open Secrets.
Oh.
OpenSecrets.org. See if we can pull that up. That shows you exactly what's going on.
Oh.
Who's doing what? What's doing who? Who's donating where? How this whole thing operates. So, Ali, do me a favor. Go, you see the Foreign Lobby Watch. Okay. So, we heard Dan Bilzerian basically say, well, Israel's the only country that's able to do this. And Pat's like, I don't know about that. There's actually a lot of countries that are able to do that. So scroll down. Here's the Foreign Lobby Watch. Here's what's going on. So do me a favor. Here are the top 10 countries that are doing lobbying in the United States. What's the number one on the left?
China.
Say it with conviction.
China.
With China, how much?
That's 429 million.
Yeah.
Over.
Keep going.
Then it's Japan with over 383 million.
Yeah, a country. Liberia.
South Korea, Saudi Arabia, Marshall Islands, Qatar, Bahamas, UAE, Israel.
Yeah, Israel. What the fuck, Israel?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah.
But there's no mention that there's 10 other countries that are donating infinitely a lot more. And number one is arguably our biggest ally. How does this make any sense? I too would like some questions and some accountability here. How does this work? What's happening right here? So why is it the whole Israel lobby thing? What's going on there? They're hijacking our government. They've taken over our government. What do you mean? Seems like our government's for sale for everyone. By the way, I'm no fan of this. I would love to get foreign money out of politics. But unfortunately, this is the dirty game that we're playing in politics. Follow the money. So here, if you scroll down, Israel, oh my God, how dare you donate all this money to lobbying efforts, $188 million over the last decade. Yeah, but who's number one?
China.
It's China. Where's the bitching about that? Where's the complaining about that? Why doesn't anybody talk about that? So do me one last thing. Go to industries and interest groups. Pull that up. And then we started with this at the very top. And go to, at the very top, industry and interest groups. Very, very, very top, right under Act Now. There you go. And then you're going to see PACs.
I see.
Okay? Now you're going to scroll down and you're going to start to see all these PACs. Keep going. These are the people that are donating the most amount of money to their lobbying efforts.
Okay.
All different types of companies, conversations, agendas. So who's number one?
American Crystal Sugar.
They want you eating their sugar.
Yeah.
Who else?
Damn. National Association of Realtors?
Now don't rent. You're throwing your money away. You need to buy. Keep going. What else?
Okay, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Hey, health coverage.
We know that.
Big Pharma. What's going on?
America's Credit Union.
That's where you're going to bank. Follow the money.
Right.
Let's keep going.
Operation Engineer Unions, Sheet Metal, Air, Rail, and Transportation Unions, American Federation of State, Country and Munich Employees, American Israel Public Affairs Committee.
Bingo. Read that last one again.
American Israel Public
This
Affairs.
is this AIPAC thing that everyone's talking about. They've hijacked our government. Follow the money. What's going on? They're bought and paid for. All right. What's the number that they've donated this year?
Over $1 million.
How much?
1.8 million.
1.8 million. What do you think that's getting you? You think you're buying our whole government for $1.8 million?
No shot.
What are we saying right now? China donated 400 and something million over the last 10 years. It might even been more than that.
Yeah.
So what I don't have an issue with Dan Bilzerian or Candace Owens saying, hey, what's going on here?
Right. Questions.
You should ask questions.
Right.
You should want some accountability. You should want some disclosures. But when you actually do the research and find, that's actually not that much money, and it actually turns out that China and Japan and Saudi are actually donating way more to lobbyists than Israel. Then it just becomes, you either A, didn't do any research. And you didn't go on this website that's not a secret, or you got some very bad information and the wrong people are in your ear or you just kind of hate Israel and you hate Jews. Because it can only be one of those three things. Either, hey man, my bad, I got some bad information.
Right.
And the wrong guy was talking to me and it turns out I should have done more homework. Cool. Or, dude, I didn't do any research whatsoever and I'm just parroting what someone else told me.
Right.
I know someone else that thinks that way. Or you've done your research, you've seen all this, and you're still distorting the facts and lying and just basically like, yeah, I just think that Israel's a parasite and the best way for a world would be to eliminate, right, Dan Bilzerian? So I have a lot more hope and faith for someone like Candace because she's typically a very rational actor. Dan, you know, if you told me that Dan was doing a dating class or teaching how to party the right way or basically how to operate with women, dude, sign me up. You want to talk geopolitical strategy? Dan Bilzerian, sorry, you're not my first call, bro. So I say all that to say this. Be very careful of who you're getting your information from and what they're telling you.
Right.
Because if I can make one big point here, I'm America first.
Right.
I believe in America. The only pledge of allegiance I've ever said in my life is I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and one nation under God. That's my flag. That's my flag.
Right.
So what I try to do is align myself with American interests. And who are the countries that we align ourselves to defend our values and have similar values and principles in democracy or republic for which it stands, like America. And some of those countries I might not like. You think it was easy for Israel to become allies with Germany? But they did it.
Right.
You don't think they had a little salt in their wounds?
They definitely did.
Yeah. You think when we formed our agreement with Japan, there were people who were like, yeah, but that whole Pearl Harbor thing, bruh.
Took us out, yeah.
Yeah, but dude, we got to move on. So what's happening right now is that you just have people, one way or another, they're trying to dismantle your allies to do what? Empower your enemies? You know, this book is very helpful because it makes you figure out, listen, not everyone's your friend and not everyone's your enemy and everyone kind of falls into a certain category and you have to operate accordingly.
Yeah.
And as we've learned, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes.
There might be people you're like, I'm not friends with Israel. Okay, cool. But you're definitely not cool with Iran, right?
Right.
Because there's actually wars going on right now that they're killing American servicemen. So what do you want to do with that? It's a slippery slope to go down. So Candace, I hope you get out of this funk and realize a lot of what your beef with started with Ben Shapiro is that you're actually very more closely aligned than you think. And you have one major issue that you just can't get out of your mind and it's consuming your life. And you're actually smart and reasonable. And I pray that you get better with that. Dan Bilzerian, you're America first. You're voting for Trump. You're pro-America. If you're pro-America, you kind of got to be on the side of where
it's pro-America.
The allies are on pro-America. You might not be happy with it,
right?
But that's what team you're on. So the last thing I'll say is people are talking about AIPAC and you're talking about funding. Do you know who the biggest funder of Israel is? It's not Israel. It's something called CUFI. And that's the Christians United for Israel. Christians, evangelical Christians in America
that makes sense.
Are the biggest advocates of Israel. So if you want to talk about why, you know, Israel has hijacked America, all right, I too want, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't get the call.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that there's tens of millions of Christians who believe the following. I don't know if we can show some of those Bible verses and then we'll end here. The reason that they're so enthralled with Israel, that you go, yeah, here you go. Go back up. I'll show you the guy if you scroll up. That guy right there, that chubbier guy.
This one?
No, go up one.
That one, yeah.
This guy right here, his name is John Hagee. He runs Cornerstone Church. He started CUFI, Christians United for Israel. If we can just scroll real quick, and we're going to end in 2 minutes. So John Hagee, now go to the cross and the up there. Go up just a little bit. Show that. This is in the millions. How much millions Christians donate to Israel versus what Jewish people donate to Israel. It's not even close.
Wow.
So you want to say, what's going on? They're hijacking America. Follow the money, Candace. Follow the money, Dan. Did you know about this? Go down to the verses in the Bible, and then we'll end the show. I don't know if I've ever ended a show on a Bible truth. Hey. People say, oh, you're a Zionist. You're a Zio. All that means is that Israel is the homeland for the Jews. Here's what it says in the Bible. Thus says the Lord, I will return to Zion and dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. Jerusalem shall be called the city of truth, the mountain of the Lord of hosts, the holy mountain. As it continues to the next chapter. Keep going. Ali?
Yes, give me a second.
This is in Psalms. Psalm 48. Great is the Lord and greatly to be praised in the city of our God. It is holy mountain, beautiful elevation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion and the sides of the north. The city is the great king. I didn't know any of this. I knew none of this. For the Lord has chosen Zion. He has desired it for his dwelling place. This is my resting place forever. Here I will dwell, for here I have desired it. I had no idea about any of this. But this is what happens when you do your research and not just be like, what?
Right.
And they shall call you the city of the Lord, Zion, the Holy One of Israel. This is why they think this.
Yeah.
This is the history of it all. Do Palestinians have a voice in this? Of course they do. Do Israelis and Jews have a voice in this? Of course they do. So what's happening right now is, this interview with Dan Bilzerian went viral because Pat was like, I don't know if we should just kill all the Jews and what's your solution here? And this is the best you got? And Dan, in a very emotional way, is like, I just think
you gotta go.
That's how I think. So shout out to PBD.
Yes.
Thank you for doing that interview with Dan. Thank you for pushing back. But not as a Jew, as an American who values Americans' allies, whether it's NATO, whether it's the Quad, whether it's the Five Eyes, our allies, our friends are who have our back.
Right.
And that's who we need to understand we're in this with. We're not worried about what our enemies think. Let's worry about what our allies think. We know what our enemies think.
Right.
So, Candace, I hope you do better. Dan, stick to doing what you do best. Stay out of geopolitics. Nat, that's all I got. Are you coming to the Vault? Oh, what's the Vault? You know about the Vault? The Vault is the ultimate event for entrepreneurs to level up their game and learn from the best in the game. Last year, we had Tom Brady and Mike Tyson, and I said to our CEO, Patrick Bet-David, I said, how are we gonna top that? He said, how we're gonna top that? How about The Rock? So this year, Patrick Bet-David went out and got Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So he's gonna be there along with PBD, the Biz Doc, and me. Yeah, if you want to join us at the Vault Conference, check out thevaultconference.com. It's going down in West Palm Beach, September 4th through 7th. If you want to make more money, improve your business, and expand your network, you have to be at the Vault. We'll see you there. Oh, you like that? Well, if you want to see more of that, check out this clip right here. And if you want even more, check out this clip right here, only on the SOSCAST.